All right, let's dive in and talk about the Wordfast ecosystem. If you're a project manager juggling a million things or a translator trying to find the perfect setup, you know how important your tools are. We're going to break down how all these pieces fit together to create one really seamless system.
So let me ask you something. Think about your workflow right now. Are your tools actually keeping up? How do you make sure everything's consistent when you've got tons of files? Or how do you collaborate with people all over the world? These are the real challenges, and your tool should be the solution, not part of the problem.
You know, the best way to see how this all clicks is to follow a little story. Let's imagine two people, David, who's a project manager, and Sarah, a freelance translator he's just hired for a pretty important job.
So let's start with David. His whole world is about control and efficiency. He's the one setting up the projects, getting the right people on board, and making sure everything stays on track, all without drowning in a sea of emails.
And this is basically David's command center. It's the project manager tool inside Wordfast Anywhere. From here, he gets this incredible bird's-eye view of the entire project. He sees every file, every language, and can track progress in real time. It's all right there. No more guesswork.
And getting a project off the ground, it's actually super straightforward. It's just 4 simple steps. David creates the project, he drops in the source files, he links up the main translation memories and glossaries. That's key for consistency, and boom, he assigns the job to Sarah. Just like that, it's live.
Okay, so the project's live. Now the ball is in Sarah's court, she gets the notification that the job is hers, and her very first decision is a big one. How does she want to tackle this project? This is where the flexibility of the whole system really starts to shine.
She's got 2 really distinct choices. On one hand, there's Wordfast Pro, which is this powerful, beefy desktop app she can install on her computer. And on the other hand, there's Wordfast Anywhere, a super flexible, cloud-based tool she can get to from any web browser. Let's look at what that choice really means for her.
First up, let's talk about Wordfast Pro. Think of this as the high-performance engine. It's built for the serious translator, the power user who wants maximum speed, control, and customization.
So why would Sarah go with Pro? Well, for one, it doesn't matter if she's on a Windows PC or a Mac. It can chew through up to 20 files at once with its batch processing, which is a huge time saver. Plus, she gets total flexibility with her translation memories, and she can customize the whole interface, even the keyboard shortcuts, to match exactly how she likes to work.
Now, because this is an installed application, it does have some system requirements. You'll need at least 2 gigs of RAM, and it runs on most modern Windows and Mac operating systems. But hey, that's the trade-off, right? For that, you get all that raw processing power right there on your local machine.
But what if Sarah isn't at her main desk? What if she's traveling or just wants to work from her laptop at a coffee shop? Well, that's where her second option, the cloud-based Wordfast Anywhere, comes into play.
And yeah, the name Wordfast Anywhere really says it all. The goal here isn't about having the most powerful processor. It's about total freedom and accessibility. It's designed so you can work from pretty much anywhere, anytime, on any device.
The advantages here are pretty obvious. You can log in and get to your work from literally any web browser. There's nothing to install or update, ever. It works on Windows, Mac, even Linux. And because it's all in the cloud, collaboration is instantaneous. Any change to a shared TM is seen by everyone on the team in real time.
What this really means is that the barrier to entry is, well, there isn't one. It's 0. Sarah could be on a friend's computer, a library machine, a brand new laptop. As long as it has a web browser, she can open the project and hit the ground running.
Okay, so let's recap for a second. We've got David, our project manager, in his cloud-based cockpit. And we have Sarah, our translator, who gets to choose between a desktop powerhouse and a totally flexible web tool. So, how on earth do these 2 different worlds connect so perfectly?
The secret sauce here is this core technology called the translation memory, or TM for short. The simplest way to think about it is like a super smart database that remembers every sentence you translate. So the next time that sentence pops up, or even one that's kind of similar, the TM suggests the translation for you. This is the magic that keeps everything consistent.
And this is the absolute key. This is what makes the whole ecosystem work. It doesn't matter if Sarah chooses the desktop power of Pro or the cloud freedom of Anywhere, both tools connect to the exact same remote translation memory and glossary that David set up for the project.
So, what's the end result? Well, Sarah gets the freedom to work how she wants, where she wants, with the tool that's right for her that day. And David gets exactly what he needs,
perfect consistency and quality because everyone is pulling from the same central source of truth. It really is the best of both worlds.
So, that brings us right back to the big question. What does your ideal workflow look like? Are you someone who craves that customizable, high-speed power you get from a desktop app? Or are you all about that absolute freedom and accessibility you get from the cloud? The whole point of the Wordfast ecosystem is that you don't have to compromise. You get to choose.